Thank you for joining me for this class, which is going to be centered around back health. It's going to include some gentle back bends, and there's going to be lots of options so you can try everything out, see what works for you, and maybe find some things to work on as well. So starting in a somewhat comfortable seated position. So I'm going to be kneeling, and we're going to start with some gentle cat-cow movement to the spine, just from a seated position. So making sure the hips are nice and neutral, right? You don't want to be sat at a funny angle or anything like that. So allowing the shoulders to relax down, coming into a nice, calming, seated place. On the inhale, we're going to lift the chest, maybe lifting the chin, and then exhaling, curling everything forwards, arching the back. Inhaling, lifting the chin, lifting the chest, opening everything upwards. Exhaling, drawing the shoulders together, arching the back, pushing everything out. Inhaling, drawing the shoulder blades together, lifting through the chest. Exhaling, curling everything under, tucking the chin, maybe having a little wriggle of the shoulders here. And then one last time, inhaling, opening everything on the front of the body. With the exhale, coming to a nice neutral spine. We're going to take the hands down in front and stepping the right foot forwards firstly. So just coming into a nice, easy low lunge. We're going to allow the hips to sink forwards a little bit here. And on an inhale, lifting the chest. And we're finding that nice arch in the back again. With the next exhale, we're drawing the right leg to straight, taking the hips back. Maybe the hands come down to the mat, finding that little curl in the back once more. On the next inhale, bending into the right knee, lifting the chest, lifting the hands, opening the front of the body, lifting the chin. With the next exhale, coming back with the hips, straightening the legs, taking a little curl of the back, tucking the chin. And then one last time, inhaling, coming forwards, bending into the knee, lifting the chest, maybe taking the arms up overhead this time. With the exhale, we're going to take the hands down to the mat, tucking the left toes behind us. We're going to inhale, lifting the back knee off of the floor. And then with the next inhale, lifting the hands, taking the chest upwards, finding a high lunge. From here, we're going to take the hands behind, interlacing the fingers. With the inhale, opening the chest, pressing the hands backwards. And then as we exhale, we're going to fold forwards, taking the hands all the way forwards, taking a gentle stretch of the shoulders, the chest. On the next inhale, drawing the hands back down, lifting the chest, maybe the chin. Exhaling, folding forwards, pushing the hands forwards and back. Inhaling, lifting the chest one last time. And then releasing the hands, taking them up overhead before planting them on the ground, stepping back into our plank pose, pressing the hands down, inhaling deeply. With the exhale, we're coming all the way down to the mat. And we're going to take the hands wide. On the inhale, lifting the chest and staying up for the exhale. With the next inhale, lifting the chest, exhaling, lowering down, and we're going to take the hands behind. On the next inhale, lifting the chest, the hands, the chin, squeezing the back, drawing the shoulder blades together. One more inhale here, and then exhaling, relaxing everything, pressing the hands into the mat. taking the hips back into our child's pose. Maybe taking a little sway from side to side here. Breathing into the belly. When we're ready, we're gonna meet in a tabletop position. So taking a moment just to find our hands under our shoulders, knees under knees under our hips, tucking the toes. And this time we're gonna take the left foot forwards. So in between the hands, sinking the hips forwards. On the inhale, lifting the hands up overhead, or maybe keeping them on the hips, right? Seeing what feels good. But inhaling, drawing the shoulder blades together, maybe lifting the chin. And then with the exhale, we're taking the hips back, straightening the leg, curling the back as we tuck the chin. Finding that inhale, bending the knee, lifting the chest. Maybe the hands come behind. Oh, squeezing the shoulder blades together, sinking the hips forwards. Exhaling, hands come behind. Hands come forwards, tucking the chin, curling the back. Inhaling one more time, bending into the left knee. This time, maybe taking the hands up overhead. And then tucking the toes behind. Inhaling, lifting the back knee. Reaching up with the hands before taking them behind, interlacing the fingers. And then breathing in, pressing the hands back, lifting the chest. Exhaling, folding forwards, taking the hands all the way back and up. Inhaling, lifting the chest, pressing the hands down as you lift the chest. Maybe the chin. Exhaling, taking the chest forwards, pressing the hands upwards. And then one last time, inhaling, lifting the chest, pressing the hands all the way down and back before releasing the hands, taking them up overhead into our high lunge. And then exhaling, taking the hands down to the mat, stepping back into our plank pose. Taking a moment here, feeling the stability of having 2 hands and 2 feet on the floor. And then breathing in. Releasing the exhale as we lower. Inhaling, lifting the chest. Exhaling, taking the hips back into our child's pose. Maybe taking a moment to rest the forehead down on the mat. Breathing in deeply here. Maybe taking a gentle sway from side to side. On the next inhale, we're coming up into a high kneeling pose. So taking a moment to find a place that's somewhat comfortable. And if it's a little bit heavy on the knees, if you don't like putting too much pressure through the knees, you can always take a little cushion here or tuck the mat up. But I'm going to tuck my toes. So if you've got really good anterior chain flexibility, you might not need to do this. But on the inhale, we're going to reach upwards. And then with the exhale, taking the hands behind, lifting the chest, pressing the hands forwards. Inhaling, coming back up. Once again, inhaling, taking the hands upwards. And then this time, maybe the left hand comes down towards the left ankle. Inhaling, sweeping the right hand back. Exhaling, taking everything forwards. On the next inhale, right hand comes towards the right heel, left hand sweeps back. Exhaling, taking everything forwards. One more time each side. Inhaling, left hand to left ankle, right hand sweeps back. Exhaling, taking everything up. And then inhaling, right hand to right ankle, left hand sweeps behind. Exhaling, coming back up, sinking the hips down. We're going to come onto our back. So taking the feet in front, drawing them in towards the glutes as the back comes down towards the mat, taking the hands down to the floor. On the inhale, we're going to start to press the hips forwards, squeezing the glutes as they go up and squeezing the inner thighs together as well, right? So if you've got a yoga brick or a block, you can always put that in between the legs, or maybe even a book. Breathing into the belly here, and you should just about be able to see the tummy rising and falling. Pressing the hips upwards, and you can come onto your shoulders here, so interlacing the fingers behind to give a little bit more lift if that feels good. And then with the next exhale, releasing the hands, taking the hips down, taking a moment to allow everything to settle. And we can go again with that bridge pose, or if it feels good, you can take the hands behind the shoulders and you want to have your fingertips pointing towards your toes here. Taking a deep inhale, drawing the feet close in towards the glutes. With the exhale, we're going to press down into the hands, lifting the entire body, and inhaling, lifting the chest, maybe coming up onto the tiptoes. Exhaling, coming slowly down onto the back, and then maybe drawing the knees into the chest, taking a little tuck, maybe taking a rock from side to side. With the next exhale, extending the legs long, finding a moment of stillness and your final resting pose.